Okay, so today I'm going to show you probably my favorite way to do multiplication, and I was just talking to Mr. Bruff about how we wish we were taught this way when we were in school because it makes the multiplication so much easier. So even if you learned the traditional way and you feel comfortable with this, I would highly recommend taking a serious look at this method. Okay, and we're going to be using the area model. Okay, because once you get the process down, there's really not much more that you have to remember. Okay, and that's with the traditional model. There's a lot more that you have to consider and remember. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going to do some quick rounding. So this would be what? 30 times 50. So 5 times 3 is 15. So that gives me, my answer should be around 1,500. Okay? So on these problems, you will still be required to do a quick estimation. So now I have an idea where my answer should be around. And I'm going to keep that in mind as I do the problem, and if I notice I'm getting off of that, then I can go back and start looking for mistakes. Okay, so we're going to use the area model like we did 2 by 1s. Okay, so with a 2 by 1, you know, we had 1, or 1 by 2, we had 1 times 2. This is a 2 by 2, so it's going to be 2 by 2. So I have to split my rectangular array into 4 sections now to deal with the 4 numbers. Okay? And we know that this can be written as, we're going to be looking at it in expanded form. So 32 is 30 plus 2, and this is times 40 plus 5. And then I start plugging the numbers. I'm going to put the 32 on this side and the 45 on this side, so that it'll be 30 and 2. 40 and 5, and then I just start filling in the boxes. So this would be 30 times 40, 30 times 5, 2 times 40, 2 times 5. I do the math, and I use the shortcuts because I don't want to have to do all that math. I want to get this problem done as quickly as possible using a method that I'm comfortable with, and then I know I have the right answer. 3 times 4 is 12. Put the zeros on. That's 1,200. 3 times 5 is 15. Put the 0 on. That's 150. 2 times 4 is 8. Put the 0 on. That's 80. 2 times 5 is 10. And then you add them all together. Okay? I'm going to put 80 plus. So I'm going to add these two together first, because I find it easier just to add 2 numbers. And then I know 80, I can do this real quick in my head. 80 plus 10 is 90. 0, 4. So I got 1,440. And circle my answer so I know that's the answer.
If the bell band's over, come to the main office.
Okay, so you got a little interruption there. My estimation, okay, this checks out. Okay. So let's take a look at the second one. Just try to get a better angle here. So same thing, I'm going to start off, round that to 70 times 60, so that my answer should be around 4,200. Okay. So doing a 2 by 2, so my area array here needs to have 4 spots. Now this is the same as having 70 plus 3 times 60 plus 2. Put the numbers in. 62. So this would be 70 times 60, 70 times 2, 3 times 60, 3 times 2. 7 times 6 is 42. Put the zeros on. 7 times 2 is 14. Put the 0 on. 3 times 6 is 18. Put the 0 on. 3 times 2 is 6. And then we start adding them up. So I'm going to do 42 plus 140. Notice I try to keep my place values lined up. I can do this one real quick in my head, so that's 186. And I just bring that over so I can let's see here, it's 12, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got 4,526. I look my estimation, yep, checks out. Okay, try 3 and 4, and then we're going to spend the majority of the class tomorrow using this method. And like I said, this is not how I learned when I was in school, but after learning this method, I just really like it. So hopefully you will too.